Hey guys, Kapper here. Welcome back. So today we're having these risers installed. I'll show you that whole process start to finish, explain how it works. It was kind of interesting because I was expecting concrete. You know, I just skimmed over the bid and we had them do it because the labor was actually pretty cheap instead of us trying to fight with these things. But they showed up and they are plastic. So kind of interesting. I watched the whole process. I'll share it with you in today's video. But right now I'm going to backfill. But join us for today's episode where we fix just one of many problems on this 25-year-old homestead. But this one went pretty good. And definitely I'm going to shout out the septic company. I don't want to say it wrong. I think I know who they are, but we'll shout them out. Thanks a lot.
All right. Well, a 5,000 square foot house built 24 years ago that's never been pumped. How hard could it be, right?
All right, just for some background on this situation, we bought this Missouri farm about a year and a half ago now, and we could not figure out where the septic tank was. Finally, we were able to at least find it. Luckily, I have an excavator. I had to excavate 4 feet down to expose this thing, and that's where we're taking off today on the next phase of this septic cleanup project, if you will. All right, for this riser install, I wasn't sure if these concrete lids stay on the bottom and then they put the risers that are bigger and then you got to climb down and get these lids, or as you're going to see, I'm going to learn too, they're going to have separate lids up on the riser on top, and these concrete lids are going to basically be null and void. All right, so this is the beginning of the install. I thought they were going to do concrete risers because I didn't read the bid that closely, but they're not. They're plastic, which is fine. This is what they do nowadays. So that baffle right there is brand new. That white plastic one, they put that in. It did not have one. Go figure, whatever. But anyways, it helps the septic system on the way it operates, where the sludge doesn't shoot straight into the tank. It goes downhill and then the liquids just kind of lift up. So anyways, this is the beginning of the process. I'm so glad we're getting this septic system in order after 22 years of nothing happening. So it's kind of a big thing for us. All right, so this is how these risers work. He seals the entire riser. It's 4 foot up, and you don't want rain getting into your septic tank. So instead of concrete, it's these plastic sections, and you're going to see how he screws them all together. And they all have caulking, silicone, and they lock into place. So really interesting stuff, honestly. So let's continue on.
I may or may not have to use it.
Okay.
Instead of a full riser, just depending.
Cool. All right, so he's adding these stacks, as you can see, but you can see the silicone here sealed up. This is pretty important. because you don't want water getting in, rainwater getting into your septic tank. It'll mess things up and add too much volume. And it could also bring leaching into the ground, you know, the dirt and whatnot into your septic tank. So this is here how we seal in each one of them up. I really like this method. I mean, I'm pretty impressed overall. So let's carry on.
Look. If I grab a picture of these.
No, go right ahead. Do your. Yep. All right, time to backfill. I'm going to try and pull at least some of the really big rocks out, but the rest of them are going to stay. It's just such rocky ground. All right, here's the after look for now. I'll bring the tractor back and pick some of these rocks in the bucket, you know, and get rid of them. I don't want to do anything with the machine. Let this settle in the rain first, and you know, we'll probably hand rake this before the rain. But it just needs to settle on its own because I ain't touching them plastic things with the excavator on accident. So overall, it was pretty good. Definitely a shout out to the septic company. I'll pin them here in the description if you're down here in southern Missouri area. Very good to work with, very professional, and they came out really fast. We appreciate that. So if you're wondering what the cost was for this, it was actually very reasonable. I mean, we come from a higher cost state, Illinois, and the labor and everything has gotten just out of control. So I was actually pretty pleasantly surprised for the billing on this, and of course their service at Brookshire was excellent. I totally recommend them. They're in the Rolla, Missouri area, and they branch out, you know, looks like one county in each direction. So if you're down here near Rolla and you got septic issues, definitely give them a look up. 2 thumbs up. All right, thanks very much. We'll catch you on the next one.